Welcome to Miss.sheeena's world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
The hairstylist and the hairstylist only. Do y'all like y'all job or do y'all not like y'all job? Like, for real. Can y'all please comment down and answer, do y'all like y'all job? Do y'all like getting money? Or do y'all not like being a hairstylist? Because why are the majority of y'all so disgustingly rude? Like, I'm talking about nasty. I had a hair appointment booked this morning at 9 o'clock for a closure sew-in, okay? The stylist I went to, she only does closure sew-ins Monday through Wednesday. I booked for today. Today's Wednesday, March 25th. So I booked this appointment, I want to say Sunday. On her website, which I will insert, it says, if you're getting a closure without glue, you need to bring your closure 3 days in advance. A closure, she doesn't have an option to book a glueless or a glue-in, whatever. Automatically, if you're getting a closure install, you would assume you're getting glue unless specified otherwise, correct? Okay, so I was confused. So I text her business number and I asked her, I said, hey, just want to specify, I'll insert the message. I'm asking a question, do I need to bring my closure? No response. So the way her website is set up, you can't even simply just book the appointment. Once you book the appointment and pay the deposit, it's a request, basically. So it sent me an email saying that your appointment is being reviewed. We'll let you know when it's approved. It was approved the next day. So I booked Sunday. It was approved Monday. So didn't hear anything Monday. Didn't hear anything Tuesday. Wednesday, I get there. Well, matter of fact, before I even get there, I get up, get dressed, get ready, because I'm like, I need to be early. I'm going to be early. I'm not going to be pushing for time, traffic, blah, blah, blah. So I'm ready for my appointment. I done stopped by Dunkin', got me breakfast. I'm in the Dunkin' line. It's like 8:20. And she texts me. No, she don't text me. Matter of fact, I get a text message, an automated text message saying that she moved my appointment from 9 a.m. to 9:30. No text saying, hey, is this okay? Hey, something, nothing. Just straight 9:30. First red flag. First red flag. And I made videos before I even got there, because that right there just told me what type of stylist you are. You don't give a fuck about nobody's time. That told me right there. And I should have knew right there. But anyway, I continue on with the appointment. I continue on or whatever. I get there and I'm there at like 8:40. I'm eating my breakfast or whatever. And I'm right in front of the address. So 8:59, 9 on the dot. A car pulls up next to me. A girl gets out. She goes in the salon. Meanwhile, on the salon door, it says that the hours of the salon are 9 a.m. to whatever time. Anyway, so she gets there right at 9 o'clock. Don't know who this girl is. She goes in. She's the only person in the salon. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to go in because she moved my appointment back, whatever. I'm going to just go in at 9:30. Still, I don't know who the girl is that goes in, right? So I'm sitting out there. I get out the car at like 9:27. Because I'm like, okay, let me, get myself together, go in there. And, she'll let me know when she's ready. So I'm still not thinking that the girl that walked in is the girl. Because mind you, she moved my appointment from 9 to 9:30, but got to the salon at 9 o'clock on the dot. I digress. Maybe you need some extra time, whatever. So I get in there. She comes out the little room and she's like, who are you here for? I say, good morning. She asks again, who are you here for? I say, Jazz. She said, okay, goes back into the little salon, comes back a couple, less than 2 minutes later, and is like, you can come. So I come, and no, I say, you're Jazz? She said, yeah, because I'm not thinking that you just had me waiting outside for 30 minutes, and you've been here, and then you don't even say nothing. I'm not thinking that at all. And then you ask me who I'm here for. I'm not thinking it's you. So I say, you're Jazz? So I don't know if that threw her off, whatever. Don't really care because I don't. But you could tell her attitude was still just stiff. It gave stiff. My boyfriend called me. He's like, you in there? You good? And I'm like, yeah. She's looking, I can see her. She's looking at me the whole time. I'm answering the phone. And so I hang up the phone and I said, do you want me to sit in the wash bowl? She said, let me see your hair. So I have my bag and she wants to go grab the bag, but no. I open up the bag and I take the hair out and I show her and she's looking at the closure. Basically, long story short, she's telling me I needed to drop my closure off. So I tell her, I texted you, you didn't respond. I said, on your website, it's confusing. That's why I texted you. I'm being real calm, real, you know, it was, we didn't end on no rah-rah shit. It's just the fact of the matter of, oh, and then she tried to tell me I had to pay a same-day customization fee. So I thought about it, but I already had in my mind, like, you just nasty. You throwing me off. I really don't even want you touching me, for real. So she tells me the same-day customization fee is $50. So I said, no, I'm not doing that. I said, you can send me my deposit back. She sent me the deposit back, no problem. I got the text. But it's just like, you could tell the energy, it was just given, you just didn't want to do hair that day or whatever. And then she also admits that, okay, well, that's a problem I have on my website. That's something that I need to take a look at and blah, blah, blah. If you know that you need to take a look at that and you know that there's room for confusion, why would you not accommodate a paying customer? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I did my part. I reached out. And my thing is, you had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday morning to say something. If you wanted that closure dropped off 3 days in advance and you wanted to do the hair, you would have said something Monday when you accepted the appointment. You accepted the appointment. You reviewed it and accepted it. If you know you didn't have that closure by Tuesday, why would you still have me come up there? And this is what I be talking about. Y'all, hairstylists need to go see therapists. Like, y'all need to go see somebody because something is not right. Something ain't right with y'all. A lot of y'all doing that. Like, a lot of y'all are just super inconsiderate. This is not the first, second, or third time this has happened. And every single time, my communication is always over and beyond because I know how hairstylists be. Y'all have a billion rules and don't even follow y'all own goddamn rules. So just, please. Anyway, I have a hair appointment later. So I'm going to come back when my hair is done and show y'all my hair. But do with that information what you will. Have a good day.
Drive 2 hours with me to get my hair done. Y'all, I just got scammed in the most horrible way possible. I'ma just show y'all what I asked for. And this is what, y'all, okay, so I went on Facebook and I posted in my notes if who braid hair, because I need my hair braided. I hate people. So she slid up and she said, me, so I go on her page. I'm talking about, I'm scrolling. I'm like, ooh, this girl could do hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I sent her the picture I just showed y'all. I actually sent her 2 pictures. I think I sent her that one and another picture. But like with the front braiding pattern, it's just plain and simple. So I told her I want that braiding pattern for the front and then just extra boho. Where is the boho? It's not even no bow. It's not. So it's not even no boho, y'all. Okay. So irritated right now. Anyways, so she told me $175. Okay, cool. $40 deposit. I already sent that. I already sent the $40 deposit. I told her she was an hour and 35 minutes away from me. Okay, cool. I text her this morning, 11, that I'm on the way. She said, hey, okay. I get, y'all, don't mind the glue on my, please do not mind the glue on my dress right now. This is not what this is about. So, okay, so I text her 11 something this morning. Okay, cool. She said, okay, so I get there. No, before I even get there, she asked me to stop by the hair store and get a rat tooth comb because she lost hers. Okay, cool. That was no problem with me. I come back, I get in her chair again. She pre-parted like one row in my head. And then she was like, I'm sorry, can you go to Family Dollar and get this Shining Jam because the grease is melting in your head? I don't even know what she said. I was just like, okay. She said, you can use the money you paying with me with. Duh, I am. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I paid my own money for the rat tooth comb because it's nothing but $1. But you sit here and ask me to go get something else. Okay, cool. So I went to go get it. Came back. She's starting on my hair. Okay, cool. So she doing the back, like, I can't really tell what's going on in my head, especially if I'm not sitting in front of a mirror. So I'm just like, oh, okay, she braided fast. Like, she going fast. She did like 3 braids in the back. Well, it felt like she was doing 3 braids in the back. And I'm like, oh, this low-key finna be quick. Y'all, look at this. Look at this. Oh, my God. This is one of the braids. This is one of the braids in the back. This is one of the braids in the back. Okay, cool. So I'm not thinking of nothing. I'm just scrolling on TikTok. I'm playing IMS games. So she started braiding the front, and and the bitch told me she was pre-parting. She gonna pre-part. So I'm thinking she pre-parting. 2 hours later, I'm done. Two hours later, now I was expecting to sit in the seat for like 6, 7, 8 hours because I ain't got my hair done. I didn't have my hair braided from somebody in like 2 years because I started doing my own hair, but I have nails on, so I didn't feel like doing my own braids. And she just kept saying, whenever you get home, just blow dry the top of your head. And I'm just like, okay. So I get up, I'm looking in the mirror. I said, this not the hairstyle I sent you. She said, yeah, oh, wait, let me see. Oh, I thought you had sent the straight backs. I said, even if these was just straight backs, these still ain't. Even if these was just straight backs, you still played in my head. And she's talking about she ran out of hair. So why you ain't tell me you didn't have no hair when I'm on the way to you? When I texted you this morning. When I told you I was on the way. Why you didn't say I'm out of hair? Can you come back tomorrow? Can you come tomorrow? Can you come at a later time? She's talking about something. I thought it was gonna be enough. So you started using the whole different color that I did not ask you to use on my hair, and it looked like you only had 1.5 pack. Matter of fact, a half a pack of hair. A half a pack of hair. She played in my, and I done started cutting it over here because I'm not keeping this in my head. I already sent her a $40 deposit. She think I'm coming back tomorrow. I'm not coming back tomorrow. She's talking about oh, you could just give me 100 today and then tomorrow I can fix it. I said, I don't think I should be giving you 100. She said, oh, you don't have to give 100, just give me whatever. And I'm just sitting, I'm still looking in the mirror in disbelief. I'm just in the big mirror, I'm talking about in the biggest. So I asked her, I said, are these pictures on your page even yours? She's talking about something, yeah, my room just not cleaned out, so that's why I didn't have you back there. She think I'm coming back tomorrow. You will not see me tomorrow. Like, that just pissed me off, bro. Like, my mama just laughing. Like, it's nothing funny. My mama finna catch this fade. Like, I'm to the point where somebody gotta catch this fade for her. I'm irritated.
Listen, if you want the color fixed, I'll fix the color. You can get the fuck off my motherfucking phone. Because you really started pissing me.
Okay, so now that I'm done crying, now that everything has worked out in God's child's favor, I can come on here and make the TikTok like everybody has been requesting me to do because it's well needed. So I personally feel like I have to do this because as a Cleveland hairstylist myself, I'm not biased when it comes to Cleveland hairstylists and how fucking shitty they are. And that's me, a Cleveland hairstylist, coming to you and being real. Y'all are shitty. Y'all need to do better. I hate it here. I want to go. So let's just start from the beginning as to when I DM'd her about the wig and about the color. Mind you, I'm blocked now, like I did something. But anyways, I've done a lace class through her. I've purchased a wig from her before, and this is also another wig that I've purchased from her. So it's just not like I paid $500 to somebody and I don't know nothing about them. No, I thought she was a trustworthy person because that was presented to me the other times that I did book with her or do something through her. Oh, and I'll just name drop the name now. Is Hair by Diosa. Anyways, I'm going to post all these screenshots, but On April 12th, I basically asked her, I said, hey, boo, do you have any blonde wigs or closures or bundles on hand? Because clearly I wanted a blonde look for my birthday photo shoot because my birthday is May 1st. She proceeded to text me back saying, hello, yes, I have a 24-inch wig, and, you know, so on and so forth. I'm going to insert this now, so pause it and read it if you can. So now that y'all read that screen recording, I'm about to go to our iMessages now. So I text her on Monday and I told her that this was for the blonde wig that I wanted toned and colored, or no, I just said toned by you. And I sent her the $500 something and the final inspo picture, because in the screen recording you will see that I sent 4 different pictures. So I finally sent her the final option, which I said, and she said, hey, okay, so on and so forth. I'm about to up the screen recording now so y'all can, you know, stop it for pause. So the screen recording that y'all just seen was me basically texting her on the 18th, asking her, can I be able to pick the wig up because my appointment is the next day. Remind you, on Instagram, I asked her, can the wig be done before the 17th, which she agreed on. Anyway, she proceeded to say that she don't have time to basically color the wig how I wanted it because it's custom color, but she can still tone it for me. I asked her, can I see the wig, yada, 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 as y'all read beforehand. I basically agreed that, and I said toning is fine because she basically just said that she cannot color the wig for me. So, remind you, I don't know if y'all can tell how much of the, like, kind of she not really working with me about me picking up the wig, yada, yada, yada. I also don't understand why would you wait until I reached out to you for you to tell me that you cannot do my custom color. I would have been came up to pick up the wig previous of days ago and got the wig and would have colored it my damn self and so on and so forth. Not the day before waiting on you thinking that you're doing the color and you're not, and now you're telling me that you're not doing it because you don't have time. Regardless of the fact, I still agree for you to tone the wig like you said that you were going to do instead of the color. And then when I say that my brother is coming to pick up the wig because I was at fucking work doing a client, I could not stop work to go to get the wig. None of that. And she literally wasn't giving me no other choice. I didn't want to put in the Uber because you're saying that it's risky, all of this. So I had my brother go get the wig. Boom, my brother gets the wig. My brother is a nigga. He's literally a nigga. He's just picking up my fucking wig. He's not looking at the wig. He's not looking at the color. He's not checking that. I'm still at work. My brother has my wig. When I get off of work, I'm not thinking, when she sent the picture, I just see some darker streaks. Cool. Still, I knew that it didn't look like the picture, but I didn't think that it was a fucking work of piece of shit and botchy colors and all of that. So I get the wig from my brother in the morning. Boom, I go to my hair appointment in the morning at 9 a.m. The wig is still like kind of wet because she dyed it literally right when my brother picked it up. My stylist my stylist friend put my wig in the dryer or whatever the case may be while she was braiding me down and stuff so it can dry before she put it on. When my stylist is starting to do the hair, that's when she's separating the hair, she's hot combing and all that, and we start to see patches of literal like just color just blotted all over, which I'm about to insert now. So due to the fact that I paid $500 something for this wig and I'm not satisfied with the color, yes, I'm going to bring it up to somebody's attention because, as like I said, a service provider, I want anybody who's not satisfied with a service that they sit down and work their hard earned, like spend their hard earned time making their money to come sit down in my chair and book with me. Yes, I want you to leave satisfied. Yes, I want to provide you with a good atmosphere so where you feel comfortable enough to tell me that you don't like your hair. Yes, I want to know if there's anything I can do different, I can grow from. But hey, I guess that's just me as a stylist. I don't know what be going on and what be wrong as to the case, and it had to go down that way because I literally only told her, which I'm about to insert again, the message after I'm getting my hair done, after I sat down and I literally seen how blotted my color was. That's when I literally said the message that I said to her, which I'm about to insert now. So me personally, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I came off aggressive. I don't think my message came off rude. I don't think my message came off disrespectful. I don't think it came off I don't think my message came off any type of way but polite and but me being upfront about me not liking the color job that I got done on this wig that I paid $500 something for. And even if I feel like it was a rush job, she's telling me, which in the next clip I'm going to show y'all how she was talking to me in part 2 on the phone. She's literally saying that I gave her a rush job. So come back for part 2 so y'all can hear how she thought that it was okay to talk to somebody who just gave her $500 something. Okay, so I'm back with part 2, and I'm basically going to insert the clips of the rest of the videos of how basically when I texted her in my paragraph, basically telling her that I wasn't satisfied with the coloring job, but I was satisfied with the wig, so on and so forth. I'm going to insert that again. So after I immediately sent that text message to her phone, this is the call that I got immediately after I sent that text message to her phone.
You are cussing at me, and when I texted your phone, I never tried to argue with you or anything like that. I'm literally telling you that I'm not satisfied with the color that you said that you cannot do. You said you did not have time for the color and that you were only going to tone my wig. I said, okay. I get you were doing stuff at night, but even if I paid $500 something for the wig, when I opened the wig and my stylist is doing my hair, she's saying, yes, the wig is botchy. The color is botchy. I never said to my stylist that she has to color my wig because I said to you, I asked you, when I sent the pictures, you should have told me that you don't do custom color. You should have told me that you don't do custom color. Why am I fixing the color if I paid you for the wig and you said that you were going to do it?
Girl, you not pay for the fucking color. What the fuck don't you hear?
So is there anything that we can do? Because that's what I don't.
Fucking color. What the fuck is you telling me for? Fix the color.
How am I supposed to fix the color if it's on my head? And I told you when I DM'd you. But if I was rushing you, which I didn't, you had a whole week to do it. You could have told me. Then you could have told me that I was rushing you and that you could not complete it for me, and that would have been fine. Which I agree with in the messages. I said that you could just tone it. What you said. This is crazy. Wow. I never knew you was gonna act like this. That's so crazy. And y'all, I didn't even text you on no attitude or nothing. I wasn't even asking for hella money back. Nothing like that.
You not getting no fucking money back.
And that's fine. I'm not even gonna penny pinch.
Take the fucking wig off. You didn't recolor.
My photo shoot, okay.
Put the wig on immediately. Because you can see the color when it dries. You don't like it before you exactly get it put on.
So there's nothing that you can do about you basically saying that you could color my wig beforehand. You agreed to coloring it.
Fucking regardless if the wig is on your motherfucking head, you still gotta take it off.
So if I take it off and I give it back to you, what are you gonna do? When I take it off, because I can take it off right after my photo shoot, are you gonna do anything about the color?
Listen, if you want the color fixed, I fix the color. You can get the fuck off my motherfucking phone. Because you really started pissing me the fuck off. So take the wig off and drop it off today.
That's crazy. So I can't do nothing. It's nothing I can do about that.
What do you want to know? Because you only on this phone. You really starting to piss me off. When is your photo shoot?
It's literally today. I wouldn't have got my hair done, and you're telling me how I can book my stuff. If you didn't have time,
If the fucking photo shoot is Sunday, then when can you take the wig off then? If you have an issue with the color, can you drop it up by Tuesday?
yes, ma'am.
All right then. So text me and talk about that. Because the thing about it is, I was being nice by not even charging you. I tried to sell you a wig. I sell hair.
You sell color and do hair, so that's why I asked you, can you color the wig? If you didn't want to color it, you could have told me that when I sent it to my message. You literally could have declined it. You could have just sent me the wig. Okay, have a good day. Okay, have a good day. Okay.
Y'all, she got me feeling like this audio.
Okay, what time you guys close?
We close in 27 minutes.
So I'll make sure I'm there at 20.
Beating the fuck out of him. You are first. See ya! So in the video, y'all can see before when I was talking in part 1 how she was saying that I was rushing or I rushed or whatever the case may be. Even personally, for one, even if I rushed and I had to hurry up and find a wig or whatever the case may be. I texted you April 12th. My fucking photo shoot wasn't until April 19th. You have 5 days to color a blonde wig. Anybody who do hair know that it's not like, yeah, my color that I sent was going to take some time, but you're doing the application on a blonde wig. You don't have to strip no color. You don't have to do shit, but put the application on the blonde wig. And you have 5 days to do so, which you agreed to beforehand, even when we was talking in the messages. If you wasn't going to do it, you should have been said that. And said that before I even was picking up the wig or anything. You shouldn't have even tried to half-ass do the little brown streaks or whatever the fuck you did. Last minute as fuck when you literally already said that you do not have time to do the custom color. Then after that, you didn't say, hey, well, I'm about to try to put some streaks in, anything like that. You said you do not have time to do the custom color and I'm going to tone the wig. And immediately after that, you sent me a video of you saying that you added some brown streaks. Okay. Another thing I want to pinpoint on the video is how she was saying, fix the color, fix the color. Bitch, you fix it. If I paid you $500, and I'm sorry to get like that, but it's just like more so like, I'm not sad about shit no more. I'm not mad about shit no more. So now it is what it is to the chin. You fix it though. Why are you telling me to fix your work and your mistake? It was multiple times she said, take it off, make it darker, fix it. Or have my stylist fix it. Why am I having them fix it when you said that you can give me X, Y, and Z? Even if then she proceeds to say that she doesn't do custom color or whatever the case may be, you still okayed it. You were money hungry. You wanted that money. And even if that shit is weird as fuck. Because even after that, she said, I didn't charge you for the color. I didn't charge you for the color. And the thing, you literally charged me for the color. So which one is it? That's why I said I don't like when people be contradicting themselves. Or just like, I didn't even know what to say in that conversation because she sounded literally and utterly dumb as fuck. Or like drunk and out of it. Like, she didn't even sound like herself. Like, I never heard her. I don't know who the fuck that was. That was Evil Twin. I don't know. And I'm sorry to keep bringing up, you a Cleveland stylist. Yes, I am a Cleveland hairstylist. And I have never, ever thought to fix my mouth to talk to a client like that. Nor have a client have ever got me that mad. Little old me have never got that mad by a client saying that she is not satisfied with something. Because as your stylist, I want you to leave my chair satisfied. My name is on this. You're going to leave this chair and say, House of Yvonne did your shit. So yes, I want you to be satisfied. Yes, I want you to come to me instead of going to Instagram saying first, oh, she fucked my hair up. I came to you first. And now I got to go to Instagram because you played the fuck out of crazy. Even also, I don't like bashing stylists. I don't like putting nobody down. I don't even like taking the time out to make a video like this. But the way she talked, the way she called me, the way she proceeded about the situation was literally nasty as fuck. And it literally made me sick inside. Like, I'm not even being dramatic. That shit is foul. Like, I don't like when people just so evil and so miserable and so... Never once in anything that I've said to this girl or anything like that did I deserve for her to fix her mouth to talk to me like that. Because I'm telling you, I do not like the color of the wig that we agreed on prior. Crazy. But no, real is real. All jokes aside because nothing's funny. No, that's not funny though, but real is real. PSA to like everybody, all entrepreneurs, all service providers, all anybody who just provides a service. You cannot be mad if your customer is telling you something that they are not satisfied with or that they do not like. Because once again, as a customer, I am spending my hard-earned work money to pay you, to get your service, a trade. I did not give you my money to be dissatisfied. So for me to literally tell you and ask you, is there anything that we can do? I'm not asking about money. Is there anything that you can do to satisfy your customer? And you talk like that and you be nasty. That is you should not be like that. And that's anybody who acts like that, y'all should not be a service provider. You are not fit to be a service provider because, like I said, a real service provider, a real entrepreneur, that shit is not even running through your mind to even pick up your phone to call your client, talk to your client like that. Is you cool?
You can sit here and lie like that. And you don't have anything to say because you know you're wrong. Right. So I don't know who you think you're playing with. Because if I wanted to leave, I could have left. And there's nothing that would have stopped me from leaving. But for you to sit here and lie on me while I'm trying to work with you because your site is incorrect is wrong, and we're not about to do that today. I wouldn't have sat here and called this man. I wouldn't have sat here and showed you on the website. I wouldn't have done all of that. So the least you could do is be honest about it. Nobody in here else wants to help. If I gotta call the police, then we can call the police. Right, because you're not about to play with me. And that's very disrespectful of you. Supposed to be a business owner and running an effective business. You don't even have your website hooked up correctly, and you think I'm gonna pay the consequences of that? Absolutely not. Especially not in California, where the customer pays the price posted. So please, find somebody else to play with at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday. Really, the whole problem is people just have no morals, no cool, and you think you could play with everybody. You can't play with me, Bookie Butt. Literally, I went to the site. I booked here before, which is what I was telling the lady before I started recording. I was like, I've booked here before. And I paid more for the service because I got box braids last time. Box braids like $250. Paid that. Boom. Paid the deposit as well. It's not about the money. It's about the fact that you thought you was going to get one over on me because you thought I was what, scared? You thought what? No. I came in. First of all, this is how I know there was on some bullshit because I got there 30 minutes early and I was like, yeah, I have an appointment for cornrows. And they were just like, they just pointed to the back seat. They pointed to the first seat at first. I sat there. The lady started on me, and then she moved me to the back. And then I showed her the picture that I wanted of the braids that I got, which, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the style I wanted, and I like the style that I got. That's not the problem. But at no point was there any discussion other than what length do you want them? Mid-back, like I always do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little too old for that. So, reading my book, like, I'm talking about chilling. Not a problem. Not a problem. Chilling. Reading my book, take my glasses off when I take my glasses off. I got my mask on, which is why the voice sounded a little muffled because I was in there with my mask on. And then I go to pay, and I tell the lady, I was like, yeah, I have paid a deposit. You know, I just got the cornrows. And she asked me to show her on my phone, so I showed her. Not a problem. Same thing they did last time. Show that you paid $25. Did. That bitch go to typing. I saw a 1, and I was like, okay. She typed in 155, 155. Bitch, I have 6 braids in my head. You thought I was gonna pay $180, $30 a braid? At this point, I know you playing in my face because first of all, who the fuck? Second of all, what the fuck? And third of all, where did you get that number from? So I told her, I said, oh no, you know, that's not the style that I got. I got cornrows. She said, yes, it's for natural hair. I said, no. I looked on your site. I booked for cornrows. It said hair included. I proceed to pull up the website and I show her. It's the LA site because they have an LA site and I guess a San Diego, San Francisco, somewhere else with a saying in it. I'm new here. I don't fucking know. And I'm like, I'm scrolling on the thing to show her it's not a screenshot. I'm on your actual website in your face, live in real time. And she's like, oh no, that's a mistake. I said, well, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't make the mistake. I booked the appointment. I paid the deposit. I showed up on time. I told her, I said, I'm actually 30 minutes early. So she's like, well, that's the price. I said, well, I don't know who's going to pay that. Now, mind you, if I was on that, I would have been left about the fucking dough. But I'm not, that's not what I'm on. I pay for everything that I get. I don't ask for discounts. I don't ask for none of that. I booked it. I'm going to pay it. You're not going to sit here and think I'm going to pay an extra $100 just because you felt like charging $100. So then I said, okay, boom. If this is the price you're trying to charge me, show me on your site. I said, because this is what I booked. I'm showing you. So you show me where you're getting this price from. Now it's crickets. Now you scrolling, but you can't find nothing right. Because it's not there. So now we getting into it. And I'm like, I'm keeping my cool because I know that I'm only walking out paying the deposit balance that I'm owed. I got a little bit of time. Only a little bit. I got stuff to do. So I let her call who she needs to call. She's talking in whatever language. It didn't quite sound like French, but okay. Whatever. So then I tell her, I said, well, how is this going to be rectified? Mind you, as I'm waiting, I stepped to the side, somebody else could pay. They have the same problem. She said, oh, no, that's not the price that I booked. Are y'all okay? So mind you, it's full of people getting their hair done. It's full of braiders and everything else. So I'm standing there and I'm just waiting because I'm not in a rush. I already know what my game plan is. And if you think you're finna get something different, book it back. We're going to call the police and let them sort it out. Because if you thought you was getting any more than what I'm paying, So she gives me a card, and I call some man, and apparently he already talked to her, which is who she was talking to, and when she's speaking that other language, I couldn't understand. So he was like, can you send, I explained it to him, he said, can you send me the website? I said, absolutely. So I'll do you one better. I sent him the picture, which I'm posting, and I sent the video of the screen of the thing with LA.Rochelle's whatever. I sent the screen recorder, Buki. I showed both options, and I put both options in there because I'm very clear on communication. Don't ever play with me. So then he calls back and he's like, oh, that's for natural hair. I said, no, I showed you the part that says hair included. And I scrolled down even further and showed you where it does say natural hair. I showed you both of them. I picked the first option, even though they're the exact same price. I don't play games. I picked the hair included price package, and that's what I'm paying for. Because you had an issue on your website, that's not a me problem. So he's like, oh, well, I will give them a call and call you back. Okay. So she's speaking in another language. He calls back. He says, oh, she said that she confirmed the price with you. I said, sir, I've never seen this lady until I had to come check out. I said, she's not the person who greeted me. She's not the person who told me where to sit or anything. I don't know who she's talking about, but it's not about me. Like, why would you sit there and lie on me? And that's when I started recording, because now you really got me fucked up. I was trying to be cool, calm, and collected, and you're lying on me? I don't play that. Don't never fucking lie on my name. Never. It never gave lie on me and play in my face. Because if I was on that, I would have ran out the door when I was done getting my hair done, bitch. I'm sitting here trying to work with you. But I'm only going to work with you to the fact that what's fair. And I'm paying what's listed on the price. And because you don't know your California laws, it's not my problem. The consumer pays the printed, posted price at the time of services or goods being purchased. So she, I told her, I said, why are you lying? Now it's crickets. Now it's crickets. Now you don't have nothing to say, right? So I paid $51.35 like I motherfucker said I would. The $135, I guess, was like taxes. I don't know. I paid what I said I was gonna pay, and I left a fucking review. And come to find out, as I'm looking, because again, I'm new here. I'm new to LA, and I just started growing my hair back. I was bald for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? I just started growing my hair back in July, which also tells you my hair's not that long. So at no point was anybody paying $30 a braid. Not USD. Not me. I don't know what y'all used to. It never gave that. Never gave that. So, yeah. I don't know, but they're scammers. Don't ever book there. Don't ever do any type of business with them. And then the owner or whoever, the person number I talked to, tried to be so funny in the messages. And then he who laughs last, laughs first, laughs last. You had all that shit to talk. You was talking real funny in these text messages that I am clearly going to screenshot and send to my financial institution, which is another thing. I'm not even going to dispute the charges because I paid for the services that I got. I paid the price listed for the services I got. But if you ever try something funny and slick, you put that in writing thinking you was slick. You don't know who you messing with, Bookie Butt. So I got something else in writing for you, babe. Sure did call the California Bureau of Barbery and Cosmetology. Is everybody in your shop licensed? You have licensed braiders working? Since you want to play, I can play better. And now all of a sudden, my inbox is real quiet. They said they'd love to have a word. They're very interested in what I had going on, the experience that I had today. And that wasn't even including the conversation with the owner in text. Y'all need to stop playing with everybody. Everybody's not fucking playwittable. Have the day you fucking deserve.
The braider, like I said, I do extensions. Y'all, I normally don't, but I do today. Story time on why the police was at my salon yesterday. So y'all, very long day. I was at the shop from literally 8 in the morning until like almost 7 p.m. Okay, anyways, I'm on my last client. We're getting into it, and if you know anything about the shop, you know I'm in the little suite that's inside my salon now. Okay, so I had the door locked. I was there by myself, so I had the door locked, right? Because I'm in the room, I can't actually see like when somebody's walking in and out. So I had the door locked for our safety, and we into it, and then I'm talking about boom, boom, boom on the door. So I'm like, what the? And I'm gonna try to tell this without swearing, but I was like, I'm like, who is banging on the door like that? It must be a kid. So I like come out the room and I look, y'all, it is Pinellas Park Police Department. So I'm like, I live a very clean, wholesome, law-abiding life, okay? And so I'm like, what the fuck did I do? So I go, and I'm like, we legit over here, honey. So I go open the door, and they're like, hi, are you the salon owner? And I was like, yes, is everything okay? And so as I'm saying that, I see this little cute little mixed girl and her Caucasian grandmother standing there. I mean, looking pissed. So I'm just like, is everything okay? Like, what's wrong? Like, and they was like, oh, do you have a client right now? I was like, yes, I do. They were like, oh, I need for you to step outside. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? And so, y'all, would you believe? First of all, no, let me just tell her how it need to be told. They're like, oh, we have an appointment. You said you wouldn't open the door until I paid the balance of the appointment. So I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, I have a client. I don't have any other appointments. And so they're like, oh, we have an appointment to get her hair braided, but somebody texted us and said they're not opening the door until we pay the remaining balance of our appointment, and we already sent a $60 deposit, but they want us to pay the whole thing before they open the door. And then the lady's like, why do you have the door locked? Because this is my business, and because I cannot see who's walking in and out, and I'm the only one here at this time, and it's after hours. That's why I had the door locked. And so, all in all, y'all, would you believe your verified hair braider on TikTok is scamming people and giving out random addresses? So apparently this cute little girl then paid this lady $60, and it said, I guess when you go on her TikTok, she doesn't have an exact location. If you go in the comments, she'll be like, oh, DM me, oh, I'm finna DM you. And then she looks at where you are and then says that's where she is, and then takes your deposit, and then when it's time, either no shows or clearly gives a random address. So today, or yesterday of all days, she decided to give my salon address, y'all. Like, I really cannot believe, and I'm gonna insert a little clip of the police being in my shop. Call the braider, like I said, I do extensions, and she's an independent, contractor. Because I was really a taken back, if that's how you say it. But yeah, so yeah, I was in a complete state of disbelief, and then I really do feel like the police and them, I feel like they thought I was lying or something. I was like, ma'am, listen, we've been here in this location. I've had this location for 10 years now, literally 10 years now. I said, we don't play like that. I went and named off the people that work there. I looked at the thing or the TikTok or whatever, because your verified hair braider has blocked the little girl, but she didn't block me. But you giving out my address, I'm gonna deal with you later too, by the way. And I do have actual police report, because if you send anybody else to my salon, we will go to extreme measures. We will, to make sure that doesn't happen again. But yeah, like, I really could not believe, so y'all really out here scamming people, giving random addresses. Y'all got the police at my salon. I don't know how long. I swear to God, I didn't hear anybody knocking on the door, because I would have been came to the door. But the police, y'all, I had everything going through my mind. I'm like, first of all, we legit, license up to date, business tax receipt up to date, my license up to date. I just did my taxes. I'm like, what could be? What could be the problem? What did I do? What did I do? And to who? But y'all, This lady done ran off. She done Zelled the deposit. So I'm just going to say this. When you guys are finding these TikTok stylists, and mind you, the page, when you go to her page, actually looks a little legit. Like, she got a little bit of emotion, heavy comments, you know what I'm saying? But it looks legit. But when you go find these people on TikTok, especially my out-of-town babies, like, find them on TikTok and their Instagram name should be about the same, or their Facebook name should be about the same. You understand? That's one thing you need to check. Two, those backgrounds, if you're looking through somebody's pictures, the background needs to be pretty much the same or pretty consistent. Even if it is a couple different walls or schemes, it needs to be consistent throughout the duration of their page. Like, you could go to my page and see when I did updates to my salon, and then obviously moving forward you will see the same background. But that's something you need to look for. Also, when you're booking with these stylists, definitely don't Zelle or Cash App or Apple Pay, because you know you can't really get that stuff back without verifying these things. Please do not do it. And if it would help if you could also talk to somebody, because that person has a little Gmail or something in their contact information. Like, y'all cannot be moving like that. Y'all cannot be moving like that. And then when you book something, first of all, these booking sites are $20 and $30. Everybody got one. It's very easy. The address and all the details of your stylist, when, where, what, who, how much, everything should be listed right there, especially that address. If somebody's giving you the runaround about the address or acting like they're gonna wait till the last minute before your appointment to give you the exact address, that's a red flag. Cancel, abort immediately, okay? I felt so bad for the little girl. Like, I was like, we do have a braider here, but she's not doing stuff like that, for one. And for two, here's her Instagram page, so y'all can see that it's not her either. Like, I was so shocked, y'all. Never in the 10 years that I've had the same location has any other stylist intentionally sent somebody to my salon that I know of. And I do hope it is the last time, because like I said, Miss Verified Braider, I do have a police report. I have the number and everything, and I will be adding to the case if you continue to send people to my salon. Understand?
I always hear about how unprofessional stylists are, but let's talk about how inconsiderate unprofessional clients can be. So I had a client Saturday that was at 9 a.m. April the 17th. She booked me back in March when my books opened on March 15th. The young lady texts me around the end of March asking, hey, can I change my install to this type of install? And I was like, yeah, I'll change it for you, no problem. Cool. Then she texts me again like a couple weeks later in the beginning of April. I was like, this is the look that I want to go for with the wand curls. What type of hair do you think I should get? So I told her what hair recommendations I think that she should get to achieve the style. She was like, okay, thank you. It's prom, so I want everything to look right nice. I'm like, girl, I got you, So the morning of our appointment, about 8:45, I realized, I needed to stop by the beauty spot store. The beauty spot store is not too far from my salon, so I told her, I texted her, I'm like, hey, girl, I'm going to be about 10 to 15 minutes late. I do apologize for the inconvenience. Just want to let you know. Disclaimer, I don't charge a late fee. I give my clients a 15-minute grace period. After 15 minutes, if my schedule permits, I will still take them. If my schedule does not, then we can reschedule. My client texts back and says, oh, I thought I texted you yesterday to cancel my appointment. I had a family emergency. Okay, cool. No problem. I know things happen, but per the website, per the terms and the agreement that you agreed to when booking an appointment, a no call, no show results into a full charge of the service. And I also require a card to be left on file for my clients. Of course, I go to try to charge the card on file for the remaining balance of her service, and it declines. That's when I look at our messages. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. It's not a family emergency. You have prom today. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, you found somebody else to do your hair, which is perfectly fine, but you could have just canceled. In the line of, I thought I texted you yesterday to cancel. No, you didn't, because my system sends you a reminder text the day before, and it sends you a reminder text 2 hours prior to your appointment. So when you got that text message this morning saying that your appointment was still scheduled, that would have been ample time for you to text me like, oh, I forgot. You didn't say nothing to me until I text you. Now, this is where my frustration as a stylist begins, because one, it is 9 a.m. on a Saturday. Do you know how many people would rather had a 9 a.m. appointment Saturday?
I'm literally sitting outside my salon on a Sunday morning after church because I had a client text me about a squeeze-in on Thursday. And if my client on Saturday would have canceled properly, I could have squeezed her in on Saturday morning instead of coming into the salon on a Sunday. Also, the appointment was almost a 4-hour appointment. So my next client did not come in until 1 o'clock. So, of course, I reached out to my next client, asking them can they come in early. And gratefully, she was able to come in at like 12. But the issue that I had is once I tried to charge the card and it declined, and I reached out to the young lady. I was like, hey, there's a fee of, your balance remaining and your card declined. Let me know, do I need to send you an invoice? No response. Okay, cool. So today I tried to charge the card again and it said decline again. So I reached out and I said, hey, here's an invoice for your remaining balance. If I don't hear anything back by Friday, I will pursue civil suits. And I don't have things like this happen often, but I'm so tired of hearing how unprofessional stylists is. But when you do have professional stylists that do things accordingly and correctly and they still get burned over by clients, that's a problem. It's never about the money because I've given clients free services just off the strength of their situation. It's never about the money. I'm a very blessed stylist. But what it's about is the lack of consideration and respect that the clients have for the stylist. Let's not even get into the prom conversation, which is why I would not be taking any prom clients next year. Moral of the story, if you're not going to come to your appointment, cancel. Just let the stylist know. Or, per my website, you have up to 24 hours to cancel on your own. You don't even have to text me. You can go to the link that you booked and click cancel appointment. After 24 hours, yes, you have no choice but to text me to let me know that you're canceling your appointment. But not saying nothing at all and not saying nothing until I text you, that's foul. And I'm not dealing with that type of clientele in my business.
So, boom, quick story time. This is about Atlanta hairstylists. Like, I'm from Chicago. Like, we do real good hair. We don't be doing all that scam shit for real. Like, so, like, I'm not used to all that. So, boom, I just got scammed like a couple days ago. Boom. I lost a little $25 deposit. Boom. I let that go. So, boom. I needed a last-minute hairstylist. So, I posted on Threads or whatever. I'm like, who know how to do this? Man high, half up, half down. A couple people commented, I had just got scammed. So, I was trying to make sure, like, they had real reactions, interactions or whatever. I'm looking at their work. So boom, I found this one girl or whatever. It looked okay. It didn't look bad. Like, it looked decent. It's like, how could you really fuck up and half up, half down? Or so I thought, So boom, I booked this girl or whatever. She like $40 deposit. That should have been a red flag right there, bitch. Because anything under $25, $30, for $100 hairstyle, whatever. Boom. So it's like, cool, whatever. I sent it. It's no problem. No money issue up here. So, boom, I sent it. Boom, I went to the appointment. Wait, boom, no. She told me it was $90. Wait, I sent her a $40 deposit, and she said you got a remaining balance of $90. I had to pay a $30 fee because it was same day. So, I'm like, okay, cool. I had the appointment at 3 o'clock. She texted me at 2 o'clock. No, she texted me at like 12 o'clock saying, can I come at 2 o'clock? And I'm just like, no. She was like, okay, we can do it that Friday. So I'm like, okay, cool. What Friday, which is today. So I'm like, cool, whatever. Because I still had a quick weave in my hair and I didn't wash it out. I wasn't going to have time. So it's like, whatever. Boom. I went to the hair appointment, got my hair done. She was quick. She was cool. Like, she wasn't a bad girl. Like, she was cool, whatever. She ain't had no attitude or nothing. Boom, I got my hair done. Mind you can see my ponytail. Like, this not how I really wanted it. Like, it's super high. Like, I'm going to just show y'all the picture. You feel me? So, boom. Like, I asked for dramatic edges. Like, whatever. It's like I can fix my own edges. So, I wasn't tripping. So, I left out whatever. And then I got home to, like, better lighting. And then that's when I looked at my hair. I'm like, damn, my hair white as fuck. And then that's when I looked at the back of I kept feeling some little paper shit in the back of my head. Tell me why the whole back of my head is, the quick weave is not even attached to my fucking head. Like, I can put my hand under my quick weave. Like, dead ass. No funny shit. Like, dead ass. Like, dead ass. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like,
what? It's not even attached to my head. Boom. So I ain't even, see it. So yeah, I didn't even see it or whatever. So I'm like, boom. As soon as I get home, I see it. I'm in better lighting. It's like an hour and 30 minutes then went by. I went to the shop. Got my hair done. Went to got something to eat, and I came home. It was like an hour 30 minutes. It was traffic. It's Atlanta. So boom. Then I texted her or whatever, and I was like, hey, I seen her some picture. I'm like, hey, boo, my quick weave is not touching my hair. It's coming apart already. And she was like, oh, no, hey, oh, no, can you come at 8 o'clock in the morning? I was like, yeah, it's like, cool. But then I thought about it, like, I had work. I couldn't even come at 8 o'clock in the morning. I thought about it. My whole head is going to have to be taken down and washed out because it's not even attached to my head. And then I'm looking at my ponytail, like my ponytail's on the side. It's, like, coming up. Like, but I'm just going to post y'all. I'm going to send the pictures or whatever. So I texted him like, hey, boo, like, I'm going to need half of my deposit back. I thought about it. I can't make it at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, my whole head is coming apart. Like, it's not fair to me that I have to take time on my day to come and get my hair fixed or whatever. She like, unfortunately, you didn't say nothing about your hair. I asked you if you liked it or something. I'm going to send y'all a screenshot or whatever. She was like, I don't do refunds. I can fix your hair for you. It's like, why would I go waste the time all day to let you fix some shit that should have been fixed in the first fucking place? If you knew you couldn't do hair, like, put beginner in your fucking bio. I'm so irritated. Easter on Sunday, 4 days tomorrow. Like, I'm so irritated. So, boom. I'm like, really? And then she sent me that little message. I'm like, really? I should be asking for my full deposit because, what? You fucked up my hair. She told me I can fix your hair or you can get a new hairstyle. Is you gonna buy the hair? Like, now I gotta buy hair for you to fix? Like, no, I just want my money back. So, boom. Like, I just hate Atlanta hairstylists. And it's like, what? Like, huh? What? I'm just so irritated. Oh, I forgot to mention. She was like, oh, it was hot outside, so I can see why it probably came out apart. Mind you, the shop had AC. I went straight to my car with AC. It was only 82 degrees outside. What heat? I didn't even go outside. Like, and I'm not even trying to do this to bad. It's just like, if you know you a beginner, put that shit in your bio. If you know you can't do hair, like, like, huh? I'm aggravated.
So I'm currently sitting waiting to get my hair braided. I have 1 minute until I'm technically allowed inside. I am hood adjacent. Okay. And I mean that's where you go to get some good hair braided. Okay, so I'm praying it goes well. This is my first time seeing this girl. But I mean there's a late fee if you're late. But I can't walk in 5 minutes early. And I'm a hairstylist, so I understand if somebody walks in 30 minutes early, 15 minutes early, sometimes it's annoying. But my appointment's at 4:30. At 4:25, I text her, like, which door should I walk in? Because I don't see a number. And she goes, the address is on the door, but you can't come in until 4:30. The address is on the door in black fucking Sharpie, so I couldn't see it. It's like, girl, if you hate doing this, just say that. And, like, maybe don't do it. But I guess we'll see how my braids go. I'm shocked that she had a 4:30 appointment because it usually takes a long time to braid my hair. I guess I'll check back later, but I'm already a little nervous. I'm like, damn. But I brought snacks, I brought water, I came prepared. I will put my AirPods in if need be, but I just would like to feel embraced by my fellow black hairstylists. Like, it's like, girl, let's be happy that we're doing this if we enjoy doing it. Okay, quick update. I have no braids. I've never filmed a TikTok on my way to a hair appointment before. I must have known that something was going to be wrong. But I walked in after telling her that I was there 5 minutes beforehand, and she told me I could not come in until 4:30. I walk in at 4:30, and it's 2 people braiding someone's hair, and they all are staring at me. In their pajamas, by the way. Staring at me. It's an empty salon and 1 chair with a ring light.
I said, you've got to be fucking joking. And then there's half-eaten tacos on the table that I'm supposed to be sitting at waiting. And no one says hello to me. No one says anything. And I just sit down, I guess. And then all of them are talking. This is the worst part. They start talking about how they would beat someone up who walked in without knocking. Now, I just walked into this establishment at my appointment time, like instructed, without knocking, because this isn't someone's home. Like, what? And so I'm sitting there like, they can't be talking about me. I'm sitting right here. They can't be talking about me. And no one says anything. And again, I have to be prompt, on time. And I'm waiting there 20 minutes, watching her do someone else's fucking braids. And I'm like, okay. So I start texting my friend, because I'm a hairstylist. I'm texting my friend, my very good friend, who is my boss. She owns the salon. And I'm like, I feel uncomfortable. I think I'm going to leave. I think I'm going to leave. And I sat there for another 10 minutes being like, they started talking about gay people. They started talking about, the north side of Chicago and how there's too many gay people there. And then I was like, okay, I really have to go. So I was like, what is my excuse? Like, what am I going to say to leave here? Because now I feel unsafe. You guys are talking about beating up somebody who would just walk in the door. And I just walked in the door. Guys, what? And so I brought this big bag of snacks. Because if you know, at a hair appointment, that's going to take a long time. And I was like, I'm gonna go put this in my car. No one says anything to me. I walk out, I get in my car, and I drive off. Because I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Like, what? And then 15 minutes later, I get a text. Hey, I'm ready for you. Ooh. Hey, I'm ready for you. I'm on the highway. I'm like, well, I ain't ready for you. No. And I never will be. So I just texted her and I said, unfortunately, I felt really uncomfortable, so I left. I paid $35 for a deposit, so I was like, keep my fucking $35. I don't care. But she texted me back and said, I'm sorry you felt that way, but the way that you opened the door was just really aggressive. And so for my own safety, I just felt really unsafe. So you were talking about beating up a bitch that opened your door to your salon. And keep in mind, again, I'm going to this business. I want to support this business. It looked cute online. It looked whatever. But it was so... I'm trying not to be mean. It's not my fault your door is broken. It's not my fault the door swung open when I opened it. And if you don't want somebody to open your fucking door, then don't tell them to come in to your salon. I'm so confused. So I'm just like, hey, I'm also a hairstylist. So I understand, kind of. But I would never make someone feel the way that you just made me feel. So I was like, the braids aren't worth it to feel unsafe getting my fucking hair done. Sorry. But I was like, I wish you well. She was trying to say, you swung it open. Even the client was like, blah, blah, blah. Like, she loved her hair, though. So if it's not worth it to you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm done arguing with you. I wish you well. But I was like, I will be telling everyone I know to never come to you. Because what the fuck? I didn't say that. But she's still texting me. She's texting me right now. My work is great. My service is for everyone. You literally made all three of us uncomfortable. Oh, I made all three of you uncomfortable? By walking into your salon? When you told me to. I'm not going to put her name in here just because it's not about that. But I've just never had a worse experience. And stuff like this, as a Black woman, as a hairstylist, pisses me off because there is a stereotype about us that is this. And the amount of times that this kind of shit has happened, not this exactly, this is extreme, but like let free ourselves from this. Like, seriously? The pajamas was one thing. I will go to the hood to get my hair done. That's where I just fucking was. But to talk about the gay people, like, I'm an ally. Sorry, you cannot say that shit around me. And then I'm going to pay you. And then to talk about beating me up, hey, right in front of me, and then you think I'm about to let you do my hair? Oh, no. So, needless to say, I'm really glad that I listened to my gut. As soon as I walked in there, I was like, I hate this. And apparently I swung the door open. I said, girl, I can't control how your door opens. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But I know I'm done texting you. So I say all this to say, fellow hairstylists, if your client is scheduled at 4:30 p.m. and they walk in at 4:30 p.m., is that going to make you uncomfortable? Just
imagine being in a relationship and your fiance finally get the courage to go ahead and propose to you, right? Y'all been together for 6 years and you head over heels, you over the moon, you ready to start wedding planning, you ready to get this thing going, whatever, right? But then during the time that y'all engaged 3 months later, you find out the unexpected that you never thought you was going to find out. Well, let's go ahead and jump into it because my client just gave me some tea, y'all, and she want me to spill it with y'all. Let's talk about it. So my client had been with her dude for about 6 years, right? Now, during the 6 years that she been with this guy, she had been coming to me. So I was around through the whole 9, y'all, like just knowing everything that was going on. So during this time, they have finally made it past the bad part of the relationship. Let's call it that. They made it over the hump, y'all. And if you are in a relationship, you know what I'm talking about. That 3rd and 4th year is going to take your ass through the ringer. That 3rd and 4th year, I don't know what it is when our relationships where you feel like you just want to take each other head off. When you get past that part in the relationship, then it's like y'all re-fall in love with each other again. And then now y'all ready to communicate and just be together and work as a collective, right? Yes, that's the part that they was in a relationship. And so when he finally proposed to her, they was in a good place. So they ended up planning a trip to go to Cabo with each other. They went on this trip to Cabo. They was with their friends. She said the trip went good. She didn't have no problems on this trip, whatever, right? So I noticed 3 months into her engagement, like her energy changed when I started asking her, like, you know, are you ready to start planning? Like, what's your colors? Like, how are you feeling about it? She like, I just don't know no more. Like, I'm just starting to think, like, is this something that I really wanted to do? She like, I don't know if I just wanted to stay because I was just afraid of everybody else's opinion. And she just was going on and on and on, right? And I had to just knock that out of her. Like, no, like, this is what you always wanted. So why are you feeling like this now? What got you feeling like this? If y'all in a good space, like, you should not be feeling like you don't want to get married no more. Like, what's the problem? So she like, I just been feeling like he entertaining somebody else. So then I proceed to ask her, why do you feel like he's messing with somebody else if this man just proposed to you and is giving you all his time? She was like, it's not the same as it was 3 months ago. She was like, I feel like ever since we came back from Cabo and he got this new, position at his job, he's just been acting different. So I proceed to say, like, well, maybe he just stressed about the new position. Maybe they want him to work too much. And, I'm trying to be positive because I'm happy for my girl. I want her to get engaged. I'm a lover girl. So I'm hoping for the best, right? I'm not trying to lead her to think that the nigga cheating on her or nothing like that. So she proceeds to say, like, oh, no, like the communication dying, like he just acting different. She was like, and then one day he came home and I smelled this weird stench on him. Now, the thing is, her dude work with a lot of men. So how could you say that you smell a weird stench on your dude? Like, as if it's any women around like that. So she like, it's just this stench on him that I just can't get over. She was like, and I just been wondering what the stench is. So I started asking, like, what is the stench that you smell? She said it just smelled like saliva, right? So I'm like, well, maybe it's some type of chemical that he working with at the job that got him smelling like saliva to you, but maybe that's not what it is. Like and follow for part 2, y'all, because this shit about to get crazy. Part 2. So when she was telling me that he smelled like saliva, I was kind of just confused. I'm like, okay, are you sure? And she like, girl, yes. She was like, you know how like when you going down on your dude and it dry up or whatever and it had that stench afterwards. And I'm just kind of like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. But saliva do have like an after smell or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, like I do know what you talk about or whatever. So she like, yeah, that's what it be smelling like. And I'm like, well, you a woman and you know your dude better than me. I just didn't feel comfortable basing my opinion on somebody else's relationship. So I was just trying so hard to be positive, y'all. I was like, well, if it happen again, then just ask him about it. Like, or just be blunt and just be like, nigga, why you smell like that? So I say 2 weeks went by before her next appointment, and she came to her next appointment or whatever. So when she came back to the appointment, she was just like, girl, it happened again. He smelled like that again. She was like, but this time it was like on his shoulders, like on his shirt. And she was like, it was just all over his shirt. And she was like, and when I laid on his lap once he came home from work, she was like, I smelled it too. And I was just like, okay, like, now you got to make it make sense, because why would it be all on his shoulders? Why would it be on his shirt unless, it was on somebody's hands and then they touching their shirts and stuff like that or whatever, right? So we get past that again. She's like, but he's still just acting distant. He not communicating with me. He not talking to me, nothing. Like, she was just like, he just kind of pulling back. And she was like, some days he be nice to me and then some days he switch up. So I was like, well, maybe you just kind of overanalyzing it. I'm like, y'all are about to get married. Maybe the dude just stressed out, trying to be positive, right? Y'all, Why did another month go by in this whole thing that we talking about, right? And my client comes back and tell me that she walked in the house, right? On a random day, she took off work early. Her dude ended up taking off work. She forgot something at the house, and she noticed that the Ring cameras wasn't working when she was trying to look at the cameras to see if he was going in and out the house, right? So she said something didn't sit right in her stomach. So she pulled up to the house, got the groceries out the car. It was like everything that she was trying to do just kept preventing her from going in the house, y'all. Like, I follow for part 3, because I swear to God, this shit is crazy. It's just crazy. Part 3. So, when my client finally got to the door, y'all, why did she say all the groceries failed? And she was trying to be real discreet. So she was thinking she gave herself away. But the whole time, she didn't even know what was on the other side of that door. So she finally was able to get to the door, open it, whatever. When she opened that door, y'all, why did she see her fiance on the couch, butt naked, y'all, with somebody else? Sleep. Deeper than that, why was the person that he was on the couch with a whole man, y'all? A man from his job. And to make it even worse, the man that was on the couch with him was the same guy that went to Cabo with my client and her fiance with his girlfriend, y'all. So now, not only that, y'all both on a DL, and y'all know that my client and his girlfriend are friends. Like, that's crazy. So my client, I asked her, y'all, like, at this point I had to stop doing her hair, because what do you mean? First of all, I was thinking, okay, like maybe he was cheating with a female, but you telling me this man is cheating with a whole man that y'all know about, that y'all be around, that y'all be hanging with? Y'all gotta watch them friends, y'all. Y'all gotta watch them men with their friends. It's always them friends. So she said she goes to the kitchen. She grabbed a pot of ice water, y'all. She said that she wasn't even trying to be loud, but I guess they have like some type of ice maker or something that's like, you know, tucked off somewhere in their house, and she was able to get it real quiet without him hearing it. So she walked in, throw this ice water on both of them to wake them up. They both wake up in shock, y'all. So he jumps up. Oh, let me explain. It's not what you think. We was just trying to make OnlyFans, and we didn't want to tell y'all this is how we providing for y'all, and da-da-da-da. Like, y'all, they had a whole spiel, and like that, as if they had this shit rehearsed if they ever got caught. So my client was like, she didn't want to hear none of that. Like, she just went to swinging, going off, going crazy. She couldn't believe what was going on in their house. And then on top of it, not only did he disconnect the Wi-Fi so that the Ring cameras wasn't working, you did this while the guy's kid was in the house, y'all. So the kid, that's a whole nother story. I don't want to put too much out there. But yes, the kid, they had the whole kid in the house, y'all, in another room watching TV while they was in the living room, sleep on the couch, butt naked, y'all. Oh my God. So I asked my client, like, what did she end up doing months later? Because my client had really went through it. But months went by. She was able to heal. She ended up getting with somebody else. And till this day, y'all, the dude that he was messing with, they are no longer together. The girlfriend ended up finding out. She exposed everything. And when I say the girlfriend, I mean my client's fiance's work buddy's girlfriend, if that makes sense, y'all. She exposed everything on Instagram. She was sending stuff to Shade Room, all kind of stuff. So if y'all heard about it, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. But if y'all ain't heard about it, y'all might want to go do some research. Like and follow for more story times, y'all, because I'm telling you, y'all know I be having some tea.
I don't play with that, so she a